He's a national hero in his native Brazil and regarded by many as the greatest ever Formula One driver. Ayrton Senna's life was cut tragically short by a crash at the San Marino Grand Prix in 1994. But now a new film is bringing his career to life for a legion of new fans. The director trawled through 15,000 hours of footage of the driver to make the documentary, as our culture editor Matthew Cain now reports.
Well, I think we are watching the arrival of Ayrton Senna as a truly outstanding talent.
Considered by many to be the greatest Formula One driver ever, Ayrton Senna inspired devotion for millions of fans around the world. This devotion is shared by the makers of a new documentary about his extraordinary life. How would you sum up the narrative arc of the film?
Man's ascent to God. That's what it is for me. Man's absolute attempt at remaining pure in a very impure world.
Someone who knew Senna well in his early career was his former teammate and karting world champion, Terry Fullerton.
The things that were different about him to other drivers were his obsession, his determination, his vision for his own future. He was very gifted, highly skilled guy, very intelligent.
Although the film is a documentary made up of archive footage and audio interviews, it's constructed like a drama.
And Senna sprints away, but Alain Prost takes the lead.
And at the heart of the drama is Senna's rivalry with French motor racer Alain Prost.
They go through on the inside, Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna have come together again, and they are both off the racetrack.
In trying to make the film like a drama, have you made Alain Prost into too much of a Hollywood baddie and Senna himself into too much of a hero?
I don't think we have, actually. I think Alain Prost historically is regarded as a very, very political driver. Had we cast this and had some Frenchman playing it, Nassif was giving him some direction, that may have been the case. But the truth is that Alain speaks for himself in this film. We haven't faked anything.
Is it possible to be equal in the championship?
No. Can only be one winner.
The film reveals new details about Senna's vulnerable state of mind in the lead-up to the crash that killed him in 1994, leaving the viewer to question whether or not he should have gone ahead with the race.
The film does show that he was having some serious doubts about what he was doing there, and you can see that by the expression on his face when he's in the car on the grid.
For a very complicated man, he tended to have a very simple response to most things, actually, which is to drive. And I think ultimately his response was the response that he had always had through all his crises, as a child, as a teenager, as a young driver, and as a world champion, which was to drive.
How do you feel about being world champion?
It's not a bad feeling at all, is it?
Perhaps this is the film's greatest and most tragic revelation, that it was the same drive that propelled Senna to worldwide fame and success that also led to his death at the age of just 34.
Matthew Cain, Channel 4 News continues online, channel4.com/news. That's it from Bridget and from me. Good evening.